That's Vertigo. We have a game.
Oh, we have a game already. All right, so I think we're just gonna go.
Oh, second round.
Oh, we're already. Yeah, the game's already started, so we're just gonna go ahead and just jump straight into that. It's gonna be Vertigo, a nice change of pace, a map that I've actually kind of grown to love, Keith. I've actually been liking this map a lot lately.
Yeah, it's been a change of pace, which I love. It's creative. It has skill jumps involved, and no skybox. So count me in. I'm all game.
Well, I'm still like, my heart's still pumping from the last game. I need to chill for a second. Oh my god.
You read my Discord message, Roy?
Yeah, I'll read it right now.
Thank you, dude. I have a small bladder.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I'll take over.
Thanks, dude. You're the goat.
We're only human, man. We have human desires. It is Nemiga though. It was a fun team to watch as well. I'm a big fan of this LaFortune team. And TeamUnique now, although they are on the anti-eco, they find themselves slowly but surely losing rips. But it's going to be Undo to pick up the pieces here, and he's solo on the defense until his team can arrive, and he's going to clean it up. No help required. TeamUnique with the 3-0 lead. Now the economy, of course, it has settled here for Nemiga, who are on mostly the full round loss bonus. But it's going to be 5 AKs. Now, this map is not a very op-heavy map from what I've seen. It's more so applicable on the T side and in the middle for the CT side. But it's going to be mid-aggression coming out here from both of these squads. 1-for-1 trades. Pasha doing what he can. Not to be confused with the Pasha biceps from Virtus Pro. This is a Pasha DJ. So, the aggression, it has settled a little bit here while both of these teams look to gain control of mid. Now, Pasha does not want to give this one up, but there's two players on either side of that smoke, and as soon as it fades, he might find his head removed. The counter boost comes out, but it is sniffed out and it is found. So, man advantage here. And now a second man advantage with the MP9 here from Pasha. Actually, I'm just going to go with Pashan.
Which one? I'm back.
Pashan DJ.
Pashanjo?
Is it? I don't think they owe us at the end of that. Pashano?
Pashananjo? The Pashananje?
We need a player check. We need a name check here.
Pashananoje. I don't know.
Okay, what?
I like Pash.
Pashan.
Pashan. I mean, yeah.
Pashano?
Right.
You can call him Pashano.
Pashano.
I like that.
Alright, Pashano it is. Easy to say, easy to do. Lollipop electing not to save. And we may even just see a rebuy from Nemiga, who are down 4-0 to TeamUnique. Now, at first, when I saw this map, I was like, you know what? It seems pretty T-sided. Open skyboxes, B-site can be taken with one smoke, one flash, maybe even not a flash. But the more I've watched this, taking B is very, very heavily required is mid control on top of that, right? So you have to win those opening duels where the CTs have been typically playing two players towards mid. They'll either be getting aggressive towards the Z connector in mid, or they'll be playing passive back towards door or back towards their own rotate hall towards A. And that jump up control is pretty much vital for T's wanting to take B. We've seen typically more of a retake A setup. So 4 players towards B, 2 mid, 2 on B site. And that seems to be what TeamUnique's running. So it's going to be hard for Nemiga to really make space for themselves. And A is hard to take. You get the site, but there's no real good post plans. Like, it is just atrocious.
Right, and if you don't have mid control as a T side, you also give up the fast rotates for Unique, right? CT sides can just get anywhere as quickly as possible. MDS finds the opening frag, one of the only players with a weapon, actually the only player with a weapon, but he gets immediately traded out by Undo, a position that is hard to clear without any utility, and Undo will just be securing the round for the team so far. A man advantage here, but this could easily spiral out of control.
Well, Kapat close to green, and he's gonna get covered by Undo. He's gonna be playing back 90, and it's all on Yo. Minute 5. He has 2 players heavily tagged, but Fanaraka is going to come up from jump up. Easy headshot from him. TeamUnique seeming to settle in here on Vertigo, right? The more I cast this map, the more I understand, the more the calls I get to come up with and use. Like, for example, back catwalk is 90. The green boxes on B side are called green. There's jump up and mid.
Hey, you called something Z earlier. What's this? Is this right here where box is right now?
The mid cut. I'm going to call it the mid cut Z. Or
Okay.
just
That's a very long name there. I don't know about that one, Chief. Mid cut Z?
No, just Z.
Oh, just Z. Where is Z, though? Where they are
right
right now?
where Posh is pushing right now.
Okay, yeah, okay, I got it.
Or we call it elevators.
Two
Whatever
for one trade right now. Nemiga's bringing this back. The Belarusian team has finally found themselves an advantage, and all they need is one round here to kind of start really hurting Unique's economy.
Well, still playing this 2 players towards the B site. His TeamUnique. Endo will use a molly, but no one's home, and it looks like Nemiga are gonna head towards the A site, which is being played retake with it off from Fantaraka. I'll smoke him off, but keep in mind he is on coming into construction where there's a jump up option for him to go up with his AWP. Look over the smoke, perhaps find a plant, find a shot on one of these planters where the player's defending the planter, and Yo's just gonna back up. But look at these post plants from Nemiga. There's really nothing you can do. You pretty much have to be in the open. You're very exposed. But they have numbers and had a flank. MDS gets cut down. Endo now can pick up the pace. As Fantaraka will find the head of Robo. This post plant, I mean, kind of a post plant's falling apart because there's not so many angles for him to clear, but they set up for Lollipop to get the 2K. It's a 1v1. Then Vicious will find the headshot, can get the defuse, and TeamUnique, they'll stay flawless.
Wait, where was Lollipop playing?
Behind the white stacks. Right,
is he on the edge of the
pillar?
On the edge of the rail, right?
He was either on the edge of the rail or he was right by the pylon, against the big metal beam behind the white stack.
Wow, that's a crazy angle.
We'll call that pylon.
Or suicide, because if you don't even get that kill, you're dead.
True.
Regardless,
it's like you can't move once you're there.
Yeah, that's a crazy position. It's a very committed position. Now, Nemiga, they're so close. They're kind of starting to edge towards these round wins, but they've not yet recovered a single one. The counter Molotov comes out for the boost. That's a great, well-placed Molotov. And look at these smokes on site as well. It's giving Nemiga a lot of space to start moving forward here. And Kapat, he jumped up. He's found himself not only one kill, but found himself a second kill and gets to keep his life. So that's a job well done. And now they can reset for the site take. Nemiga, once again, losing grips.
And Bashano is going to be the one to jump up next. He's going to be able to get one. Rowboat will finally deal with Undo as Lollipop has to worry about jump up. Now he's alone. Finds one towards first green, but he can't find the second. Fanaraka will peek behind second green, and that's going to be 7-0 for TeamUnique. They seem to just understand the map and the rotations, and it's that setup I was talking about. One back 90, one by green sites on B, and just controlling that jump up. It really sets the pace. Not only can you quick flank, but you can jump up, cause mayhem. And I think maybe we're just missing a smoke on jump up itself because their mollies kept getting extinguished.
I mean, I think on paper, I'm leaning Nemiga, but of course, Vertigo is kind of like the Joker map pick right now, right? You don't really know what to expect out of most teams. Boxy found the opening frag, but Robo is burnt alive. So 1-for-1 trade once again. And this setup that Unique's running as well, this is a hard setup to sniff out. It's difficult. You don't really expect a player to be high ground like this. And it's going to be 1-for-1 trades once again. But this is going to be favoring Nemiga heavily now, with MDS now gaining the opportunity to get a lot of space here on the B site. I'm surprised he didn't really jump to finish off that kill with the MAC-10. But Unique's right now, they're unsure of where to go, Keith. They're confused.
It seems to be as Box will throw a flash for Lollipop. I think the goal of taking A is either getting into TeamUnique's like hall, like mid hall, or trying to get construction. So finding that player mid hall, this allows them to get the bomb down, which seems to be the standard plant behind blue bins, behind the recycling bins, right, if you will. And Fanaraka is going to come in through their mid cut, and the top shot will connect the Lollipop. Box has the face, catches him with a nade out, and now it's all on Undo coming in from construction. As Og will be bested. Nemiga get around on the board to keep 2 alive, and MDS only makes out with an
Can we call that F? It looks like an F. The
the CQ rotate.
yeah, that connects like elevator and the catwalk on A site.
Want to call it F connector?
Just F.
Just F.
Yeah, it's clean. It's a really good name for it. It's clean.
Pushing in
It's
through F.
one letter, one syllable. Easy.
Nice, man. Ooh, that's an interesting jump spot from Fanta.
Actually, yeah, I like this a lot because look, they can get up on the edge here. They're struggling to do
Are you
it.
seeing this jump spot from Fanta, by the way? He's jumping
no.
on blue and jump spotting the entirety of A ramp. I don't know what's happening anymore. Every time I watch this map, I'm seeing new things, and it makes me giddy.
It's pretty exciting. I like it.
MDS. Like MDS can get up on that lip. Apparently, you can boost someone up onto that.
Yeah, that's something that we've seen before, though.
I don't pay too much.
Apex really ran that. They really milked that strat out, and now Ondo's kind of pinched it on site. He has nowhere to go except the corner of the site. This is a really strong position with a pistol, of course. But MDS has removed the support. Now Ondo can double down, but so close. Boxed down to just 22 HP. The smoke for the boost now has denied Kapat the ability to get on the site. And Fnatt, he is now with the AUG, holding down a really long range angle, but the flank comes in. And you can always expect flanks on Vertigo, Keith. There's always that one player.
Yeah. Especially when the door, I believe, the round starts with it closed. So it must have been opened from TeamUnique and just not closed. Otherwise, you would have heard that one coming. Okay, Pat, hoping to get one kill. He will. That's all he popped down. Is he going to push for a gun or kind of just chill out? It's like chilling is the option. His box is going to have him pinned in towards CT spawn. Yo has the other exit. So the only place for him to go is forward. As box will come in through mid door. He's going to head around the corner, be met by K-Pat. It's interesting that he's pushing on such low HP by himself, but still can't get the gun. Maybe K-Pat's hoping after the bomb explodes, it'll push an AK to him. And it doesn't matter because the bullets find him first.
This is the break that Nemiga really needed, isn't it? This is the kind of this is the turning point, right? They have the economy finally broken here for TeamUnique. They can pick up a third round as well as stabilize their own economy as long as they make this round clean. This is the turnaround that they're looking for. This could be the comeback. See if they can make this clean enough. Heavy mid control here coming out from TeamUnique, looking to contest, but the counter Molotovs are well placed for Nemiga. And I think their positions are compromised as well. It looks like Nemiga is pretty comfortable just running up A at the moment.
Yeah, and with their weaponry, should be easy pickings. K-Pat, well, he'll one-tap one. There's a player jump spotting with MDS, but with no armor, easy mow down for him. 7-3. Nemiga starting to bring this one back, Roy. They got their economy footing underneath them, and an op on the T side. Intriguing to me, considering it seems like this map would be hard to get picks on. Mid is a heavy contention point where you can throw rifles and probably make out like a madman. But CT side is the only one that seems comfortable to op on for me. So I'm intrigued to see where Robo is going to go. I mean, he's just posted on 90 right now, which is a good idea, but you can do that with an SG as well.
And yeah, see, he's not only posted on 90 on the catwalk, they're also having the utility to try to push one of these players to that catwalk so that Robo can find the opening pick. That's great. I like that, actually.
No one goes his way, but I guess the nice thing about an op on the T side is this map's very wall bangable. I don't even know the limitations on it yet, but I imagine the op will have no problem ripping through these drywall walls. As bomb is yet to be really taken anywhere, even though Nemiga have A site control. They've baited out a rotation, but no bomb plant yet. Pretty comfortable with TeamUnique to just sit. Maybe if they can wipe out these A players, they will. Lollipop. He gets wided on it, into F they go. As MDS is clearing out green, he'll clear out 90, and it's unfortunate, but they did lose their A player.
Yeah, just so much forward positioning now for Nemiga that is basically impossible, especially with not being down to just 3 HP. It's just at this point, how can I save my weapon? But he's pincered on, right? He has no real escape. He's stuck in F. He has nowhere to go. But you know what, Keith? This is a kind of a side note here, guys. This is pretty much a save, or at least Fnatt's looking to kind of keep his weapon alive as long as possible. But I expect that this map will be one of the only maps where there will be like extended gunfire fights happening on sites without bomb plants, right? There's just so much opportunity for T's to make space and just get on the bomb sites, but there are so many positions for the CTs to hide and kind of just linger that we'll see a lot of gunfights happening on the bomb sites before plants come off.
I dig that. There's just nowhere to save for Fanta though. Like this is the weird thing, right? If you're a lurker on A as a T and you lurk out and get the kills, you can just sit and wait because there's nowhere for them to save once you take B.
Right.
Look, what, they're gonna sit in CT like that? You're gonna get mowed down.
It's a really good point, actually. I never really considered that. There's so little spots to save as long as you have that lurk alive. Now, Nemiga, once again, looking to go aggressive towards the A site. Now, as long as they have the ability to get on that construction zone, they have a lot of space. The Molotov comes out for Sandbag, a position that's relatively hard to clear, but not with the utility. So it's going to be an easy pick here for Nemiga as they look to transition their way on towards that A site. But this is all eggs in one basket here for Nemiga.
Seems like it. I want to re-molly Sandbags because they don't trust that smoke that got thrown by Fanta. He's going to be playing around blue boxes. Pops up. Might get a headshot, and instead, he gets headshotted. And on the backside of F is Kapat. And he's backing it all the way up to CT side F. And this round's looking like it's going to be 7-5. Nemiga have really gotten comfortable on not contesting in towards mid-Z. But they fall in the trap of pushing F, and those are 2 tons. Give it up.
Okay, getting a little bit costly, but I don't think even economic damage is even worth it at this point. More so than trying to save this AK-47. And Kapat is probably looking for a gun himself. He's just chilling, hiding.
What was working so well for Unique is their contention towards mid and Z, getting an opening pick and then just owning jump up. Now Nemiga have said, you know what, we're just going to lurk out on A, make you not play retake anymore. Or at least make your retake player really hate that site. And just kind of sweat him out. But now they're going to go back towards this mid retake. Fenvicious is starting to make some pressure with his nades, but look at this, MDS gets counter boosted. Kapat goes down, or K-Pat, excuse me, goes down. And it's all on Pashano to hold mid, and just as his name, which I'm probably mispronouncing, leaves my mouth, his head is taken, Roy.
And it seems like Nemiga is finally coming into form now. Everything, their structure is starting to work. They're starting to get their, their theories into practice now. And it's working out really well. But they have to get past this AWP from Fnatt. And that is an easy pick for him right now. And they have to use whatever utility they have in their hands to try to get past this AWP on the A site, which is where it's most effective, right? It has like the longest range duels possible. And there it is. The smoke's coming out now. It's going to block one player off. But Fnatt's moved forward in front of it. And if this is not well checked, that could not end well. Luckily for them, he's misses a shot, and now they're finally able to gain some space on the site. But there's still 2 players here, Keith. This is going to get messy.
Messy might be a good way to put it. Yo, plants and just has to back up. Instead, he's going to try to push through this smoke. MDS lurking towards mid. That's a critical duel. And now, Vicious able to find 2 on the way back in. It leaves Robo. He has an op and nowhere to go, just stuck in the middle of the ramp. And it's Undo to undo the round. Jumps up on the top of the boxes. Defuse comes in. I'm assuming it's Undo, not Undo, but maybe it is Undo because Undo implies 2 O's. Either way, it works for me.
Yeah, Undo sounds cool. Undo sounds
Facts.
like one of the characters in Scooby-Doo. Even though it's not existent.
Undo. What do? You got a sight to hold now. Anyway. Nade coming in from Cape Adam. Anywho. As it looks like TeamUnique gonna put 3 players towards mid. So a lot of confidence that Nemiga want to fight mid, want to try to get elevator control and get that quick rotate under their belt so they have that in their back pocket. But I feel like holding mid and Z from TeamUnique just allows them to out-rotate Nemiga very easily.
Right, again, Nemiga's had most of their success when they found these opening picks on middle or towards the B site. And it seems like TeamUnique does not want to give up control of it this early. So they're going to use their smokes. They're going to use whatever utility they have.
Look at this molly from Yo. That is it. Just the smallest of cracks to molly jump up. Or at least the box that players would play behind. Robo will smoke off, jump up. Yo's going to use a smoke and a flash to allow them to get themselves out. Outside of Z connector and starting around the corner into mid. Pashano is posted on this. And he gets spotted from Yo. Clean headshot. As Yo is looking for his second Robo, hoping this player in the middle of green will peek. And yes, he does. It leaves just Undo towards this B site. He needs help. He needs numbers. He needs rotations, Roy. But how are they going to get here?
I mean, they still have a crossfire set up right now, unique, that is. As long as they maintain this crossfire on site with support, Undo can possibly get something done, but he's going to get pushed off by the Molotov. That is absolutely well placed by Nemiga. Now, with only 13 seconds left on the clock, they have to force plant the bomb. But I think TeamUnique might forfeit this one. They need whatever utility or whatever economy they can bring into this final round, unless they give up their lives.
I kind of feel like Nemiga just pulled on Astralis, right? There's like this Astralis law that comes into play when they play Counter-Strike is like, they'll get a kill, and then they'll sit for 10 seconds, right? And they'll be like, okay, use utility. They'll get a kill, then they'll sit for another, like, 5-10 seconds. And then they'll be like, okay, let's move. And they slowly wait for that, like, the one play that's going to come out that's going to catch them off guard, or they're trying to catch them off guard, or they're baiting out utility. And Nemiga have really adapted that on Vertigo so far. I can't complain about it. Again, this is the whole thing about nowhere to save. Where do these guys go? Manrock's going to die too. There's just nowhere for these CTs to go.
I mean, luckily for them, they have a good amount of money left over. I don't think they can pump out the op, though. Yeah, that AWP is not in hand. AUG will settle. It's not a bad settlement as well. No kits on hand, though. That might come back to haunt them in a little bit. Luckily, though, they do have all the weapons they need. And MP9 is still very viable on this map, considering how close quarters it is. And it seems like Nemiga is going for the Hail Mary right now towards the A site. 4 players headed early in this direction, and it seems like they're not stopping or slowing down.
Box. Wow. That's a perfect entry frag. One of the few spots you have to play towards A. And Fan has tried that a couple times now. Nemiga can set up their nades. These walls are completely spammable where K-Pat is. And he's just going to drop a smoke. That's pretty much all he can do. Finvicious is smoked off himself. They can use some utility. They can boost a player, their own set of blue bins, and or back white. They might be able to just jump up on construction, but the pace is fully controlled from Nemiga. No pressure on their shoulders.
Yeah, they've made the audibles that they're headed back towards the B side as well, but they've left that lurk behind the sandbags that could easily catch that opening frag, and at any point in time, they could easily just come back, and I think Lollipop has spotted that player, and Lollipop has removed that player. Now, does Nemiga come back? That's the question. Or do they keep committing to that B site?
Stone cold killers, Roy. Their eyes are still trained on B. Lollipop will give that a rotation sound, but at what point does it get recognized? I mean, Yo is already walking up catwalk, about to hit 90, and he'll find Undo in the middle of nowhere. On CT pillar, he gets dropped, and now Finvicious has to jump up and try to find a cheeky little frag, and he's already taking shots before he sees anyone. K-Pat doesn't want to go for the jump, but he'll take that kill, and now the jump's the only way in without a smoke. Flash and he'll go. MDS sends him off the side of the building, and I think Finvicious has probably the exact same fate. That nade should do it, and it will. 8-7. Nemiga, show you that the T side of Vertigo can be deadly if you get that pace under your shoe.
Yeah, Nemiga definitely adapted, though, towards the end of that half. They kind of got their pace down. They're doing that extended gunfire strategy where you just take the site, use the utility to clear out one player at a time, and it was working out beautifully. Now, TeamUnique, they've shown some prowess on the CT side. Let's see what they're up to on the T side here. I'm also kind of excited to see Nemiga because they're the type of team that is willing to innovate, and they are willing to figure some new things out.
Okay, MDS from back green, and Box will get involved. Yo walks to peek in his P2000, finds the head, and it's just Fanta trying to lean back and make this happen. And not too embarrassed to like Pop, but I'm pretty sure everyone can point and laugh at him as he missed the jump and fell off the map. XD, he says. He put in XD.
Oh, interesting buy from Nemiga. XM coming out, triple SMGs. Let's see this.
Oh no. Lollipop, long distance MP9 spray. Good trade in. And Nemiga. At first I thought TeamUnique seemed more comfortable. Oh! And vicious. That's a deadly shot. Hang on, I'm gonna save this thought for a moment. It's vicious. Will he check sandbags? Don't think he will. Good kill from Robo, but Unique have found a couple. And if they can get a bomb plant, that would be pretty sweet. But this doesn't seem like the type of map you can really cheat bomb plants in.
Yeah, it's definitely difficult, especially without any utility. Now, there's still a player on the 90. He's just hiding. He's waiting for the right time to strike. It's MDS with the MP9. As long as he survives here, Yo has his mid cut off, and that's actually the bomb.
Undo sends MDS over the rail. And Yo can just back it up into F connector. Where he has, or excuse me, into Z. Where he has the good old bomb at his disposal.
Wait, if you have like perfect movement, can you use the spools in front of Undo to dump boost or no? You could run, jump on the side of that.
Spools?
On like the A side.
Probably. You can probably run boosted, right? I'd imagine. I'm gonna go with yes until proven wrong.
Yeah, I'm talking about like those spools right there. If you're on the edge where he was before. Huh. It looks like you might be able to. If you have like perfect movement.
You'd have to hit the nuttiest jump, and you'd have to jump at the last second. But yeah, I would think so.
It's really close. Yeah, it's tough to tell. But here we go. The guns are coming out now for TeamUnique. Now, they don't have a lot of utility, of course. Unable to get many kills in the other round. When AK-47s and head armor means very little utility to work with. But they have firepower, and that's all that they need as long as they can find the picks. Nemiga so far, they're looking once again to opt for that A control and mid control. And leaving the solo player B.
MDS played an extremely tight corner here by Green, but Pashano didn't get the memo. And Box will just smoke them off. Easy as that, but vicious. Look at a boot. Excuse me. Whew! I'm full of yawns, and Fenvicious is full of boost. He'll catch out Yo. That gives room to allow his teammate of Kipat to push out towards Z. And Undo, well, he's going to back it on Uppo. They have Fanta Rock on the A site, and Lollipop spotted this from just outside construction. He'll get that kill, and now TeamUnique are kind of hovering without any real control.
Here it is. That's a massive find, though, from Kapat. This really splits the defense here for Nemiga. Now, what is the reaction for TeamUnique? They're just going to walk on, not giving away any audibles towards the A site, which is exactly where they're headed. Lollipop, really the only defending player. If he falls without a kill, might be a trouble. But he's going to hold on to F for now.
Well, he's getting pushed now from Fenvicious. And the rotator of MDS almost nearly gets caught himself. I think this is just going to be a safe round for Nemiga. They really can't afford to go for it.
Yeah, they can't afford to go for this at all. There's still a player lurking, though, in middle. And he could flank B at any point in time. Okay, consolation kill. Thing is with TeamUnique is their economy is not very strong either. So they can only risk so many guns themselves. This might just be a standoff here. Oh, that's rough.
I'm so surprised his TeamUnique members lived. And MDS is the only one with a gun. I imagine I send him to be the A anchor, stack up with pistols towards mid or B. Maybe trying to get a bang and flash in towards Z and push elevators. I'm not too sure what their choice.
Okay, smoke's coming out early from TeamUnique. Now they're doing the same thing that Nemiga was doing to them. Is smoking off that double stack. And just allowing themselves to work slowly but surely. Gain space towards that B side consistently. Now MDS really the only person that has a say in this round. The triple boost is sniffed out. MDS finds a kill in return, but Undo is not going to let this one slip away, and that's the M4 removed.
Shano gonna come in. We see him hit this shot before, and at least he'll tag up Robo. Careful enough to just back up. Let K-Pack come take the next contact box. Can't really help out Robo either. This B site is completely taken. Nearly.
This map really has a very unique pace, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very scrummy early, but I imagine it could be played slow as well, because Robo is probably dead. I don't know. I'm excited to see like the extent of the wall bangs that can happen, because all these walls again are very thin. The underground part is interesting, and if they add like a CT entrance to the underground, you know, kind of like old school new kind of entrance to secret behind big garage. Like if there's something like that to enter into lower ground for CTs, I don't know. I kind of like the map as is right now, though.
You know, nade stack for Nemiga is not well placed. I guess I shouldn't say not well placed. Placed well, just not in the exact right timing. And Fens opened up the B site with double kill, and he's still very healthy enough to control the pace of this. He's gonna use the Molotov on the generators, and he's opened it up all down to Lollipop now, and it seems like this round is done and dusted, and he just flew off the building. And we're watching his body fall. Oh, that's...
And goodbye.
Night-night. But now the buy comes out for Nemiga. They have the ops, they have the weapons, they have the utility, they have the kits. And they have everything that they need to make this round work, Keith. Will they make it work? Because the economy here for TeamUnique is getting slightly out of hand.
Slightly. Shano. Use utility, keep them back from Z. I like this. Just very passive towards Z. And Panarock will get a nade up through the elevators. That could be a new nade stack. Getting your T side to nade up through the elevator to nade stack these CTs. That could be an interesting thing we could see in the future. But no nades as of yet will connect from TeamUnique. Not even a single point of damage being dealt towards these CTs. As Yo will stay behind the mid sandbags. You can jump up at a moment's notice and jump up into jump up. As Fenvicious is slowly working up his way B ramp, as TeamUnique are applying a little bit of utility pressure towards A. Haven't really committed or applied too much until they get up the ramp. But there's Robo. He'll find one of the A players. Lollipop gets traded out. As Fenvicious will find a pick towards mid. That's box gone. Yo, I think he wants a counter frag. Roy, he needs a jump. He's going to go for this. He'll just spot the head. And more importantly, he'll stay alive. Shano has come over, but this is such a hectic round. Very back and forth.
Yeah, I like the fact that mid control allows you to contest towards B as well. It's almost like another B position, right? Being on top near that sandbag, able to jump up at any point in time. Now, there are exchanges happening towards the A side. That is going to be infinitely important, as well as his pick with Yo. Now he's cleared up mid control, and really just only no choice left here for that, but just run it in. And he's removed. So, a lot of money still in the hands of Unique, so that's not a big issue for them. They're still alright. They're comfortable. Nemiga, grid round, 3 players alive. That's exactly the kind of start that they need, but they're not out of trouble just yet.
Just saw MDS attempt the jump you're talking about, and he jumped a little late. Like a little early, sorry. So it's totally doable, because he hit the lip. But yeah,
really
doable jump. Just a side note, yeah, totally doable. And Vicious opens up, Rock. We'll get into it. TeamUnique, 3 kills back to back to back. And Pacino is going to throw utility towards mid. Lollipop, the thing that sucks about playing A is you really can't push on the flank. It takes forever, and you don't gain too much. It's quicker to just simply rotate and help reinforce the site, but there's no one really reinforcing that right.
This run is so massive as well for the Belarusians. They need this one. Now, Lollipop's found 1 kill. He could find another. That's denied. Actually, wait.
Pushed up back green, though. Oh. This box is completely sprayable. 13 HP from Panarock. That Molly's gonna force them out. It does a tick, but no damage, Roy. I've never seen that. Through the smoke, Lollipop's got one, but he can't retreat. TeamUnique. I mean, a team that I knew nothing about are going toe-to-toe with Nemiga, who I'd say are a top 3 team in this league.
Yeah, I mean, they were the semifinalists from last season as well, right? Nemiga is an insane team. Like I said, I said this in the beginning, right? On paper, Nemiga is the better roster. They have more experience. They have had better results lately. But Vertical is kind of the Joker map. Anything can happen on this map. It's definitely kind of still being developed. People's brains haven't really evolved to this map just yet. But I'm happy to see these teams willing to, you know, take the risk and learn the map. And that's what's going to set these teams apart.
Older. Round 13 should be given to TeamUnique. As my mic squeaks away, I'm sorry. TeamUnique take mid control. They'll have eyes on the door if they so choose. Looks like Undo and Co. Have eyes on B. That Molly forces them forward. Lollipop gets one. Undo gets overwhelmed, and now Vicious. Well, he gets the call that they've pushed into spawn. Yo is gonna come around the corner, find the bomb carrier. Fanarock is sleeping, bomb down. Vicious is pushed through, and it's Yo, a 1v2 that's very doable here. Because look at all the positions you can choose from in T-spawn.
Yeah, those are going to be so hard to predict, isn't it? And there's only 40 seconds left, so yeah, they have some time, enough to get on a bomb site, but it's starting to run thin. He goes for one, almost getting the transfer, doing some damage, but Pat is so quick on the trigger, and TeamUnique maintain their lead. And Nemiga, they have themselves a bye round now.
If he tapped that, I think he gets them both. By the time he transferred, he was on 4th bullet, and it started to pull up. Scary. Scary. Will it not come out, though, from Robo? I don't think so, unless Yo is feeling it. But so no op from Nemiga on their CT side, which, I mean, it's easy to play solo A with an AWP. But you can get pretty much neutralized easily. I'd imagine in the near future, Roy, we're going to see smokes that plume on top of the construction wall that block off the jump up in construction, as well as construction door.
Is on the A side, right?
Yeah, I'd imagine we're going to start to see that eventually. The lineup is probably going to be crazy, so we haven't seen it yet, but there is like a wide enough base on top of the door in the drywall where that's a possibility. So perhaps in time, but for now, it's okay.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot similar to the executes on Mirage on the A site, where you throw 3 smokes. Like one to block, you know, stairs, jungle.
Exactly.
It's going to be the same thing. It's going to be like one for construction, one for the F hall, and then one blocking off the other entrance. And the Molotovs just come on site and they clear up all the angles. But TeamUnique looking for that opening frag on the on the B site, where Nemiga's found themselves a 2-man advantage, and Yo down to 12 HP might be a key in TeamUnique bringing this one back. But right now, Nemiga is comfortable, and they need this round to be comfortable because their economy is not strong at all. But neither is TeamUnique's. They're at that mountain of economy. It's dwindled.
Chino. And he's so good. Or Pashana. I keep saying his name wrong every time I say it, so I'm sorry. But every time he sneaks out towards mid, he's always able to get that back F-hall kill. And now Fanarock can slowly work his way up with the Yomp. Lean back. He's looking for this opening pick on towards the B site as Vicious will molly out some angles, hoping someone peeks. Box, though, catches the key player. Just ready to push F-hall. Now Box has jump up control. This is scary. They won't expect this. Good kill from Box. Vicious should follow here, but a 1v3. Doable. I'd like to see it. He gets 2, Roy. 4 HP. 1 bullet is all it takes, but empty. That's the crouching spray. Crouching Tiger. Gets Nemiga the round.
And that AWP is going to help out a lot. But TeamUnique, again, their economy without that bomb plan is very much limited, but they're going to go for the hero op in this round. Are they going to buy up around that? Yeah, okay, there it is. AK-47 comes out. Vicious with a Deagle armor. And 2 players on Glocks. Okay. That's interesting. I feel like if you're going to force, you might as well just force entirely as a team here. Ooh, I like that counter utility from Nemiga. That's sick.
Yo tried to push with the shotgun, but he kind of gave that one back up to TeamUnique, who are desperately trying to, you know, claw and pull at anything to get them back in the round. as I say that, an immediate response from TeamUnique. So with just Glocks, they're making out okay from themselves, but their money is shreked, absolutely ruined.
Yeah, this could be the comeback here for Nemiga. This is a massive round for Nemiga to pick up clean. 4 players alive. As long as they keep 3 alive right here, they'll have an eco round in the next round. That will help their economy stabilizing. We have ourselves a game. TeamUnique, they're falling a little flat on this T side, though, I have to admit. And the other thing as well is TeamUnique, the 2 remaining players, Undo and Fnatt, they don't have any armor. So shots to the body are going to be lethal.
And you can see Nemiga just playing all these very safe angles across the map. I mean, with the exception of the A site angle on the blue bins. But other than that, you're holding the cross MDS. That's not a pixel, but it's a crack hold on the way from middle of greens. He's able to hold the cross. Box is getting a little crazy with it. But with 3 seconds, they don't want to let Vanarok save this. And he nipped out. Nearly escapes. Did he die after time? I don't think he did.
No, he didn't.
Lucky for him.
There's literally 1 second on the clock, Keith.
Whew.
Yeah, that was that was a close one. Wait. What are these buys from TeamUnique right now? Why is Pashano on an AK-47?
I had to think about that for a second, and to be honest, not a clue. Because I was say, well, he must have been broke, but look at Fenarok's money. He was broke. He didn't buy. The whole team got deagles, and the AK and armor's gone in a blink of an eye. They are feeding Nemiga.
Nice pick, though. Lollipop's not going to let this one slip away, and for sure not going to give away this AWP. He's going to take that and fall back on the A site towards the construction. Like that. He moved the AUG away as well. So that's weapons denied here for TeamUnique. Now, Ben Vicious with the AK-47. He has some armor, but he has to get past Lollipop here on site with the AWP. I think this is a sense of a false positive, right? They think the site is clear, but they still have to get by Lollipop here.
Shot swaps to the AUG and destroys Sven Vicious. Lollipop heavily tagged, but he's got support from Yo, and that was absolutely absurd, Roy. Lollipop misses a shot, caught out, switching the AUG, and still wins that fight.
That was pretty sick, though.
13-13, man. That was...
I haven't seen that in a while. Like, somebody just has a reserved weapon on the side, just able to swap out to it whenever he wants. That's pretty sick. I like that. But yeah, the game is tied up, 13-13. We have a game on our hands. The economy for both of these teams is limited. Of course, Nemiga now with that eco round and making it as clean as possible, as well as maintaining the AWPs, allow their economy to stabilize. So they have that going for them. 2 gun rounds in a row. And TeamUnique, they are fully invested.
Angle from Sven Vicious, I'm kind of a big fan of in the foreclip. And in theory, we can call that spot dice because there's 2 dice hanging from the forklift. So,
ooh, I like that.
Dice, you know,
Forklift
like
dice, yeah, I like that.
Dice is a bit shorter, probably easier to call. Plus, there's a box there, so you know it's not completely just a weird, wonky call. And Sven Vicious is going to come around the L bend, get Somali out towards Robo. Forced to drop a smoke at his feet. Now he has the up here, so he's going to try to keep peeking around this. Box realizes he needs a fight for mid-control as the pressure starts to come in towards A, and K-Pat Molly forces him forward. Box caught out, running in a straight line. He drops the smoke, but his body hits the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor as Robo and Co have this site pretty much unlocked towards A, and Yo has mid-control still, so nothing lost from Nemiga. K-Pat gets boosted, and he gets dropped. Sent back down the boost. Yo will escape, or at least fake escaping, as Robo somehow still isn't dealt with. Another leg shot. A nade has a chance to claim 2. But finally, Nemiga will lose something. It's mid-control 25 seconds, but they have to commit to A here.
Yeah, and Lollipop is there as
and
well.
He killed himself.
Oh, that's not what you should be doing, Pashano, but Lollipop is on site right now. He's the only defender player here, and he falls quickly. No fatalities for him whatsoever, making this almost impossible for MDS. But luckily for him, there are players that are wounded. There is hope, Keith.
chance as he finds one. Believe it or not, Undo is very sprayable right now behind this box. It's not as comfortable as you may think. They're gonna ring around the rosy. Undo comes around just because he has the AK, wins that fight out. TeamUnique grind out of 14th, but my goodness, they had to really work for that one.
Yeah, they were grinding for that round, pick by pick. Now again, Nemiga, they do have money. It's gonna be a full-blown purchase. MP9 downgraded for Lollipop for that extra utility. No kits on hand though. That might come back to bite them. And Yo has enough. Yo and Robo both have enough money for kits, and neither of them purchased one. I don't know about that. I feel like you should at least have one person investing for it. Now, Nemiga's been doing a great job controlling mid-control and abusing that boost. These are not angles you typically expect, right? For a player to just jump up and go for the op pick down the B stairs. Man advantage now for Nemiga in a very important round. But TeamUnique, they look like they want that A site, and they're headed towards it. Lollipop, who's been such a pillar in the defense here on the A site, is down to just an MP9, so that might come back to haunt them a little bit.
They've lost one player towards B. How does that affect Nemiga and the way they want to rotate this one out? It looks like Box wanted to leave, but Lollipop's calling them back. He's calling for a flash. He's going to peek onto this one, pushing, no, full blind. As Fanarok's trying to push up. Fanarok going to pre-fire some angles as he works his way up. MDS, they trusted him to hold this tiny little angle towards B. Lollipop's going to be playing the head angle. He'll spot, he'll flash, he'll chill. And with 30 seconds, TeamUnique have to get this bomb. They have to decide where they want to go, Roy. Time.
And the smokes are being well placed right now for TeamUnique. It's going to buy them a lot of space on site. Spam is coming now. Lollipop's going to be jumping up on top of the box. Finds one kill, gets traded off immediately, but it's still a man advantage here for Nemiga. But the time is ticking, Key. The bomb needs to be planted soon. Box with M4 finds one, and it's all down to Fanat now. 8 seconds left on the clock, and he's being overwhelmed from every single direction, and he is squeezed out on site. And it is 14-14. TeamUnique unable to plant the bomb means their economy is really hurt right here. And they're actually going to go for the full buy, even though it sort of puts them at a disadvantage.
I'm surprised they're going for this. I would probably just play for the OT, but these boys want the win. They're confident in their vertical strat in this round, Roy. We're on 29. We are going to go the distance. And Vicious will use the barrel to hold towards jump up. And look how passive Lollipop's being to this time around the A site. Robo, a very popular spray spot. They actually give you that orange box to show you where you can spray behind the catwalk. It's interesting that they've set it up that way, but it's perfect for him.
I was wondering if those are on purpose or not.
I think it is. Like, if you spray in that box, every bullet will go behind the catwalk. So, a little like aim assist almost.
It's like, aim here. Imagine they start making like indicators for smokes and flashes. Like,
throw flash here, wall bang here.
It'd be very interesting. Regardless, now TeamUnique, they're starting to gain some space on site. But the bomb is still down in T spawn, so I don't imagine they're going to be committed just yet. They're just feeling it out right now. They're not really looking to commit. They're seeing how much space they can get for free. They're seeing if they can bait some utility, maybe gain some information or apply pressure in a certain direction. And depending on how that unfolds, then they'll make a decision. But there's only 35 seconds left on the clock, and the bomb has not yet been recovered. Pat is going for it now. But I think this is going to be A. They don't have enough control on the B site.
Now Robo's trying to kill towards A. They will lose their second player. The bomb, where does it go? 20 seconds? I think it has to commit up towards B. And MDS, if he can just get one or stay alive back to range, he's even going to get a frag. Hey, Pat's going to swing with a scout. A lovely shot in, but now there's going to be overwhelming numbers. Hey, Pat has to plant. His teammate has to cover. Not going to happen. Lollipop gets 15 on the board. And TeamUnique, their money. Without that bomb plant, it's going to look awful.
Yeah, that's not ideal whatsoever for them in this final round. It's going to be the 30th right here. Nemiga looking to come out on top. They had a rough first half, but the second half is looking a lot more promising for them now. And look at even the firepower as well. They're all like kind of close to each other. There's not really any underperformances or overperformances. And it's going to be mid-control here for Nemiga. That's been the name of the game for them. And it's a position that they're willing to die for and fight for. And they have well-placed utility for as well. Look at that. Just one molly comes out first, and the second Molotov comes out. Now they have mid-control. Oh no. Look how much space Nemiga's gaining right now. Okay, they've fallen off. They've given that up.
And this is so scary. Bomb's gonna try to go down. Lollipop will deny it. Lollipop with 2 huge frags. Roy Undo has to rotate over now. They're already disconnecting from the server. K-Tap's gone as Finvicious gets dropped. Undo with a 1v5. His Deagle can't do it. 16-14, and I think that's a pretty big disappointing loss from TeamUnique. They probably felt like they had that.
I mean, yeah, the first half looked promising. They also picked up the pistol. Actually, wait, did they pick up? No, they did not pick up the pistol. But they got the 3 rounds after the pistol, though. And it was looking like a pretty good lead for TeamUnique. That was an unfortunate loss. Nemiga coming out on top, showing us that they are still contenders. They are still top, top dog in the league. And congratulations to Nemiga as they make their way up their group. But that is the conclusion of the 3rd match for us. Now, we do have 2 more for you guys coming up. It is going to be the kind of the beginning of the 5-ball show. It's going to be 5 balls versus Dream Eaters coming up first. Now, we saw Dream Eaters play earlier. They looked pretty promising. And we have seen the 5 balls play as well. And so it's going to be a pretty interesting matchup coming up right here. And again, after that, we have Ambush versus 5 balls once again. But we are going to cut to a quick short break right here. And we will be right back.